Welcome to another episode of Precision Talks by Phoenix Middle East. I'm Soula, your host today, and I have with me a special guest who's coming all the way from Italy. He is Phoenix Group Technical Director Giampiero. Welcome to the Middle East and to Dubai specifically. And I have on my left, alongside Riyad, who's the CEO of Phoenix Middle East, and Azharuddin, the Operations Manager of Phoenix Middle East. Again, welcome, Giampiero. Why don't we start by introducing yourself?
I'm Giampiero Chiarito, working as a Group Technical Director in Phoenix Group. I work in the aluminium world since 1993.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
Yes, and nice to have Giampiero with us as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Azharuddin,
Thank you so much for hosting us.
you're welcome.
I am the operations manager for Phoenix Middle East, wherein I look after from the start until the product readiness.
Welcome to our episode.
Thank you.
Giampiero, introduce us to Phoenix Group.
Phoenix Group, it's a company born in 1972, leader of the manufacturing of extrusion die. We have plant overall in the world, and we are the biggest sellers of dies for extrusion of aluminium.
And what is the mission of the technology group within Phoenix?
The technology group and my team, the mission is built in three pillars. The three pillars are improvement, exploration, and knowledge transfer. Improvement, of course, we look into the performance in the manufacturing dies, and we try every time to develop new technology to improve our technology. Exploration, as I say, always radar, always on. So we are always looking in new technology, new steel, advanced manufacturing. And knowledge transfer, it's the knowledge that we are doing monthly and weekly about the knowledge transfer across all the group. And about knowledge transfer, we collect, standardize the best practice and the know-how technological around our plants.
How would you describe the technological position of Phoenix Group?
We are recognized like a benchmark in the technology industry. We have a plant overall in Middle East, in Europe, East Europe, and USA. My team, we are 21 highly skilled professional, technical driving like in Middle East area, Azhar.
Azhar, why don't you elaborate a little bit more about that area?
Phoenix Middle East is a highly advanced plant with strategically placed in Middle East across the group. It operates with a high art of horizontal and vertical machining centers with multiple pallet systems. And we, with the assistance of technology group, we have enhanced our production with increase of productivity to 23%.
Riyad, I'm sure you're happy with the technological advancement that we're getting from Phoenix Group. How does this translate into Phoenix Middle East?
First, I want to say, it's a great job that Azhar and the technology team are doing, of course, with all the efforts we have, with the contribution from the technology team in the group under the leadership of Giampiero. Of course, Azhar has given you some numerical values of the improvements that we have on the productivity, but as well as the people culture.
Giampiero, you mentioned earlier about knowledge transfer. What does this mean in practice?
I can make you some example because it's so important. As I told before, we are a group, so the knowledge transfer is important. 3 examples. We make every month a monthly technology meeting where we share with our leader the test of the result of the development, the study, and the mission for the successful month. Then we have, and we are proud of it, from 2023, a Phoenix Academy. In Phoenix Academy, we make the induction for the new worker. And most important, we develop not only the relationship in the market with the customer, but also technical. And for this reason, in the Academy of Phoenix, customer visit us, supplier of tool visit us. This is for the improve our knowledge. And the last one, it's the project competition. We will speak later also some example with Giat, that the project competition, we have in all our group 3 teams. We share one profile, sometimes not easy, and then we see the own result of each teams. This help us to see different way to make a design, and in define we see how is the cost of the product, the quality, the performance, and the simulation. With him, we make a lot of tests.
Correct.
And was nice because the designer grew himself because it's an healthy competition.
Yeah. I think it's important also to add that, of course, on the healthy part of the competition that we do on a monthly basis, we've noticed that a lot of the designers that we have were not exposed to this level of interaction previously in any of the other companies that I have worked at. And of course, it's a highly beneficial on a personal level for our designers, but as well as for the development of our group technology experience. We believe that giving each individual designer the ability to present ideas or present different perspectives or strategies for machining gives us as a collective under the umbrella of the group a lot of chances to be leaders in the market and not just indicate and just specifically ask the designers to follow a strict code. And to add also, we have the Prime Audit that is led by a very highly qualified team in Verdello, which Giampiero also takes part of to ensure that this is monitored on the ground. Just recently, we have had our audit in Phoenix, Middle East. And of course, Giampiero was the eyes, I would say, of Phoenix to ensure that everything that we do is actually followed upon and it is consistently sustainable. Many of the methods are such as 5S or Kaizen that now we are trying to eliminate lots of waste. And of course, I would leave it to Giampiero to tell us if we did a good job or not later.
Yes, recently we will make our prime. We make 3 prime per year. And the result of our KPI, your KPI, was very good. And the improvement of 5S in your last department, Azar, was very good.
Thank you, Giampiero. And even we, after looking at the examples, we are trying to be more better tomorrow. And we hope next audit, we will be with more better performance.
So what truly sets Phoenix Group apart from its competitors?
We truly are not only leader in the market, but also in the technical and technological. This was in the years always like this. I remember when I started 30 years ago, we was the first company to avoid to make the dies with graphite. We jump in the new technology and build ourselves with our supplier new tool, solid carbide tool, to have more efficiency, more feed, and more quality into the product. Then we have company in the group that work from 25 years with 3D modeling in Germany, or with 5-axis with big size of dies in Northern Europe. So for sure we are leader, but we never stop this. Within the end of 2026, we will have a great surprise with the new technology.
Amazing. So tell us about this upcoming innovation.
Honestly, I can't tell you nothing about this innovation, but for sure we will change the way how the die is designed and manufactured. This for sure. Just wait 6 months.
Only 6 months.
Yes, only 6 months.
Okay. We talked a lot about so many points, but with the size of Phoenix Group and with the operation and technology and the innovation, there must be a lot of challenges that they face on a daily basis. tell me a little bit, what is the biggest challenge that they face today?
Yes, you are right. But truly, our product, the value of our product, in my opinion, it's underestimated in our industry.
I
And
agree.
this forces us to make always faster innovation and driving always new technology to be faster with high quality, but also lower cost. Giat can make us an example.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest challenges we face today could be that we may over engineer our products.
What do you mean?
Um, sometimes I think that a simple design may work better than overcomplicating the technical part of things. With our innovation and, of course, the drive that we have to keep being the leader in the market, we're always looking for different concepts and different strategies. However, we may be moving ahead too fast to the extrusion industry. And I feel, or I believe that we feel today, the aluminium industry across the globe hasn't yet moved towards the level of advancement that technology in die making has moved. And one of the biggest challenges as well is the cost element. I feel sometimes when the design is over-engineered, because of course some of the profiles that we receive are highly complicated, it adds a lot of cost elements for us. And of course, I believe Azhar would know best through the project competitions that we have been seeing different approaches to a similar profile with multiple different design concepts. Then while we look at the cost element of it, which Giampiero always kind of focuses on, is that if we use this strategy, if we use this tool, does that give us a better cost efficiency? And of course, you can...
Yes, it does. What competition the technology team holds within the group gives us an idea which design is better, because we see what is the cost of the tools, what is the machining strategies, and how we save on it.
Correct.
And what is the best performance of that particular design. This really helps us as a knowledge transfer and also enhancing our designs.
And how do you see the future of this industry?
The future will be with a lot of new technology, of course, and much better. We see every day new type of tools, new type of recoated, new type of technology and machine. One example is the project that we have until end of this year. Okay, we are front a lot of point into the technical department with the AI. But AI is not only technical department or office, because we are looking into AI in the die shop. AI to manage tool life management. For me, it's will be relevant and efficient to have the tool life management and CNC machine management with AI.
And on the Middle East level, Riyad, how do you see the future of the industry going?
Well, just to add a bit on the AI topic that Giampiero had mentioned, not only, as he said, on the technology and the technical part, but also we have developed lots of AI methods for the procurement side, for design search, such as Grapho. I believe Azhar is a better suited person to discuss this. But from a procurement side, for example, on the group level, we're managing what we call an inventory management system, as well as the classification and quality control on the steel grades that we have. Today, the AI contribution is to reduce the time of research and the time of development on different grades that we are using. We use variety of different grades, so between 11 to 12 different types of grades that are unique to every single profile that we have today in the extrusion. Azhar maybe can elaborate a little bit more on the Grapho part.
Yeah, with the help of Grapho in Phoenix, Middle East, we're able to, look for a profile which resembles, when we get a profile from a company with Grapho, we save 90% of our time looking for similar profile design for specific profile for particular presses, with addition to the die corrections applied for the previous designs and with specific toolings.
Yeah. And just to add to that point, the Grapho AI system that we have has enabled us today to access the library that we have built, or Giampiero has been witnessing over the last 50 years of the existence of Phoenix Group. It enables any plant under the Phoenix umbrella to have access to different profiles under different segments of the extrusion elements. So for example, today if aerospace manufacturing gets introduced in the Middle East, or any military focused manufacturing in the Middle East gets enhanced or introduced, there might have been a similar sector being focused on in Europe or in the United States or anywhere else in the world. And this exposure through the AI methodology and the AI concept we have on Grapho, our technical department, which I can see on a daily basis, now is immediately able to get references for designs for specific profiles, which was not the case because you would need to develop it from scratch. And Giampiero knows how difficult it is to come and sit and develop an entire strategy for machining of an industry you've never manufactured anything for before.
And that definitely translates into the speed to delivering to the
Of
customer.
course, and the quality that you are able to deliver. Phoenix Middle East, for example, when I speak about that, being the only independent die manufacturing company in the region, for the last 10 years, I don't see any other company doing the same thing. Why? Because we are satisfying the requirements and we are always ahead of the development of any requirement that is needed for the extrusion industry. That's why we leave no room for anyone to come and compete with us, because we're always advancing forward and forward. So that means there's no need for someone to come and compete on this level.
So the last question would be for all of you to tell me a little bit about the status of the development and the initiative and the investment and the innovation to meet the demand in the Gulf area.
May I? I think I will take charge of
Sure.
that. So from an investment perspective, Azhar will elaborate a little bit more. The investments we have done in the multi-pallet system, which he mentioned earlier, of course, that is something unique and one of a kind across all the different extrusion die manufacturers that we have seen. Then, of course, there is the FluTech concept, which I think you can maybe elaborate a little bit more on.
Like Gaya said, we have invested on new machines last year and this year, depending on the demand in the Gulf region, which is for the FluTech dies with thinner wall thickness. So to cater this, we have invested on CNC machines, Swiss made from GF. These machines are built with a very high RPM, which enables us to use smaller diameter of tools to cut the geometry, the critical geometry of FluTech dies. These machines have 20 pallets where we can load 20 dies at a time with a zero setup time, which saves us time on setup as well as the cost for the manpower. And these machines operate with robot pallet system, which enables us to produce at a higher rate.
I believe as well when you look at Alto and when you look at a few other...
Yes, he was correct because the technology of the GF, the name of the machine are Micron because are very, very accurate. We work till 40,000 RPM with tool diameter 0.5 and diameter 1 to reach the needed in this area that are the zero bearing or FluTech. You are right, Azhar.
Also in erosion, we have enhanced the production system with the help of technology team, wherein we load multi-pieces on the EDM machines, wherein we can do the graphite as well as the copper with one setup with multi pieces. Addition to this, if you go on to wire cut machines, we are able to load 4 pieces at a time and just start the machine, where we save the operator's time as well as setup time.
Yes, in the technical side, it's also interesting that the copper dimension, the copper tool length, the copper orientation is not anymore made by the human work, but it's all in automatically with our special Renish on the machine and on the table. This is a great job that we have done in the Middle East,
Yes.
but we have also new development to do for multi-cutting in wire cut, also 4-axis, and so on.
Thank you for joining us in this episode of Precision Talks by Phoenix. We had the pleasure to have Giampiero with us in this episode, and stay tuned for more conversations in innovation, industry, and expertise within the manufacturing industry.
And we will come back in 6 months for the surprise.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Thank
Thank
you
you for
so
having
much.
us.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.